Welcome to Random Fandom, a podcast for the jacks of all trades. Each episode we talk to a different master of their craft.
That's what I'm talking about.
Wait! Okay, now, from the beginning.
Hit it, boys.
Yes.
Sato-san. Yes. Hi, this is Derek, Sato-san, Taka.
はじめまして。
はじめまして。
今日は日本語でやろうか。
Also, can Derek speak Japanese too? Ah, okay.
ちょっと。
ちょっと。
勉強しました。
Oh, wow.
When did you study Japanese?
Like, what, 2003?
Oh.
But, you don't use it, you lose it. So.
Yeah, I agree. I forgot a lot of English actually.
Welcome to Random Fandom. This is a podcast for the jacks of all trades where we interview different artists in different venues and we want to inform the whole. Different parts inform the whole. We are better the more we know and the more we understand. So here we have come to share with each other all our different secrets of the trade and we'll ask you, share with us. So welcome. Today we have Sato-san. Sato Takayuki is a motion graphics designer. Well, I'll let you introduce yourself.
Hello. My name is Takayuki Sato. I live in Japan and I had 5-6 years of experience in Japan first and then moved to Los Angeles 2004. And I needed to learn English because I didn't know any English. I mean, I couldn't speak anything at the time. So, and tried to stay 1 or 2 years to learn English and having a diploma, like certificate, right, to be able to work, to get the work permission. And then after that, I just started working for a studio, motion graphics studio in Los Angeles. And that was not my goal yet, but 3 or 4 years later, I just reached my goal of the production company, which is called Prologue Films. And I really wanted to work with the guy who owned the company. His name is Kyle Cooper. So then, I stayed there for a while and then came back to Japan to take care of my family. And now it's been almost 6 years since I came back to Japan. And
so
now,
this is recent.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent.
Well, your English is great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Better than mine.
No, I don't think so.
Can you tell us what inspired you to get into motion graphics?
Oh, okay. So actually the firstly, I wasn't interested in motion graphics that much because I didn't know what that is, when I was younger. So the firstly, actually, I think I would say, when I was very young, I liked, maybe you guys know about the anime too, Dragon Ball. Do you guys know Dragon Ball?
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And how about Saint Seiya?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on Netflix now. So you guys can see it too. So these are anime, but a sci-fi style of anime. So right. I was always enjoying watching these. And then when I was junior high school student, probably 13 years old or 14 years old, I saw Terminator 2 in the movie theater. So the anime, in the anime, Dragon Ball Sensei is always a fighting, very unrealistically and so super cool, right?
And so long. It takes.
Yeah. That's true.
It's a whole episode to get somebody to get a black eye.
That's true. Then when I watched the Terminator too, the real, I didn't know the CG well yet at the time. So I thought just like a real people just changing to the liquid metal guy. And then like, I was so amazed, like, oh my God, how it could be possible. That's how I was thinking. And that was the first time I went to the movie theater twice. And then just like super excited. So then like my mind, how to say, like I just started more interested in computer graphics first. And then I think when I was in high school student, I liked also music too. So then one artist is making a music using computer. So when I saw that TV documentary, like I saw, oh wow, I want to make the music too. Then I just started knowing about Macintosh at the time.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. So that CG and the Macintosh just like gave me the opportunity to like know about, I mean, how to say, no, like I can do computer graphics in Macintosh too. So then the end of high school, like, I don't know, like 17 years old or something. So I just started creating a 3D CG at the time. So then creating some CG animation. And then I just started going to another school after high school. And then probably when I was 18 or 19 years old, I just saw the Kyle Cooper's title sequences, which is called 7 or like a DNA. There's another name in Japanese, but I don't know. And the Mimic. So I just know the titles, but I don't know the detail of the movie actually. But just these like title sequences like looks cool and look cool, and that makes me feel like, wow, I want to make something like that. And also I want to work with him to make something together. That's how I started thinking when I was 18 years old or 19 years old. Also, right. Yeah, I still have the book too. Like when I bought, it's talking about the Kyle Cooper. So I bought that book around 1999. So I still have it. So like it was like a really big moment for me to like change my mind to be liking motion graphics. Yeah.
That's you have a really impressive like list of works. I'm just going to start reading off some stuff from your IMDb page.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tron Legacy, Rango, Arthur, X-Men First Class, Iron Man 2, Through the Wormhole, Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. I loved that. Battleship, Total Recall, G.I. Joe Retaliation, Oblivion. That you did the main title animator under Prologue Films there, and I know you weren't credited for that, but that is hands down my favorite production design in I think any movie. And oddly enough, you said Dragon Ball got you interested. I always loved the capsule core. Right. Oblivion kind of reminds me of that because it's all bubbly and round and clean. That's really, really cool. Did you study motion graphics like on this route to that? I mean, what did you study exactly?
Yeah, like it's a interesting thing. Like I would say, like of course I went to schools. Like when I was younger, like after the high school, I went to trade school.
Seimongakko?
Yeah, Seimongakko.
Yeah, it's a specialty.
Yeah, but to be honest, there's no one who can teach like a CG.
Andrew Kramer.
Yeah, but he's actually younger, so I don't think he could be.
Yeah, he's. How old are you?
I'm almost 40.
Yeah, Andrew's really young.
Yeah, I think so. 30
There's
something.
so many good things online now to learn some of these skills. You know,
Sorry.
there's so many opportunities online.
Yeah. Right
Yeah.
now, right? Yeah. But at the moment, there's no like because even internet, we couldn't use internet flexibly. Like
Right.
it was like I don't know if it's existing in it was existing in United States, but ISDN is a
Yeah.
oh yeah. So because we were using ISDN at the time, so it was like a 64 kilo BPS or something.
Yeah.
So it was no functional for like watching a movie or something, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So there's no information outside at all. So then I just started making a full CG animation when I was in high school. So like I already knew some of them, and then like moving on to the trade school. So meaning like I was just like staying there to get like a diploma. But luckily, there's two artists who came from Hong Kong, and they are like 4 or 5 years older than me. So they had experiences, and then they sometimes taught me a lot of like new things that I didn't know. So and we could become a really good friend until we are graduating. I mean, not until, actually we are still friends, but until we are
More.
graduating. So like I could learn a lot of things from him and from them. So that was a really good thing, because without that, I don't know what I learned over there in the trade school, to be honest. But only one thing, actually, it was really great input was one teacher knew about After Effects, the software. So then before that, I didn't know that. I knew only Photoshop, Premiere, and it's not well-known program, but 3D Studio Pro was sorry, it's not 3D Studio Max. Strata Studio 3D, which is a very actually at that time it was kind of well-known, but no one stopped using it. Strata, yeah. It's like a 3D software company, Strata 3D. So at the time, like I was using that program to make a 3D animation. So like I knew only these 3 or 4 programs. So I didn't know about After Effects, but he just introduced me that program. Then after I started using it, oh my God, like blown away, like, wow, it's super like exciting and awesome. Like what I wanted to do is always making like some cool animation, but also I wanted to make something like a Photoshop animating things.
Oh yeah.
So at that time there is no word motion graphics, but like a Photoshop, like animating together things. So then like I try. Then like I told you guys before, so I saw Kyle Cooper's work, and maybe you guys know the anime Evangelion. Yeah, they had a cool like a type animation opening or ending or something.
It's kind of glyphy, like it's glitching a little bit.
Yeah. So then I think they liked Kyle Cooper too. I thought. So then like I started learning. I mean, being interested more and more about motion graphics at the time. So what I did was just try to open After Effects, try to use all the functions to see how, I mean, what happens, what if I click this, then, because there's no teacher, there's no one who know After Effects, just like I need to do everything by myself. Then, eventually, I just keep loving After Effects, and I'm been using until now.
It's a good program. It's a very good program.
Yeah, very flexible for me.
It didn't used to be industry standard for movies to use After Effects.
That's true.
Nuke, or now you have Fusion and things like this, but those are node-based programs. After Effects is like Photoshop. It's a layer-based program.
That's true.
That's a lot of layers to do a movie file, because movies, man, they get really complex.
Yes.
And you'll have
Yeah.
Back in the day when we did the Leprechaun thing, Leprechaun Back to the Hood, we used After Effects because we had to put the animation onto a book, and the book was shaped like this, and the pages turned. So that was the only way in that time. What was that? Late 90s? I don't know. To put the animation and match it. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now there are so many programs.
Yeah, but After Effects is so versatile and it's so open. Like anybody can get it. Right? Like Nuke is unbelievably expensive. Right? Houdini is, well, actually Houdini, they have a free version that you can learn on. But learning Houdini takes years.
Yeah. I think so.
That's the thing with Maya. If you don't have someone to teach you Maya, they'll give it to you for free because they know you'll just drown in it, you know.
Right. And then they'll, because you want to learn it, you'll have to go to school and you'll have to buy. There are schools that can teach it now. If anybody who's listening is interested, you can go to CGMA, which is Computer Graphics Masters Academy. That's it.
Okay.
And then you can always check out Video Copilot, which
That's true.
After Effects very well. He's got a lot of good tutorials. That's how I learned it.
Nice.
But there are certain schools now in the States. Cal Arts teaches, of course, and Sarasota teaches it. But I don't know even now a good school here in Japan that teaches anything like that. Even now, I don't think there's one.
I think the schools in Japan, they are teaching After Effects, but I think so. But the way they teach, I'm not sure exactly, but the way they teach is, I think, just like how to use it, not like how to design, how to animate something, more like how to use After Effects. Yeah. What happens if I click or something like that?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, what you do is amazing because it's animation combined with design. It's both done to a master level. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
For those listening, Sato-san did the graphic title sequence for Captain Marvel.
I've seen
I absolutely love that.
Thank you. But to be honest, it's of course like a teamwork, right? That kind of like a huge title sequence. We never be able to do just like one artist or two artists. But the one was more like a few or more, maybe 5, 6 designers started designing first, and then I was
Kabuto-san on that team?
For the Captain Marvel, no. I needed to work on it by myself because I think there's an NDA, so I have to do everything by myself. An NDA is a non-disclosure agreement, and a lot of times as artists, we get NDAs from a company that says, you can work on this, but you can't talk about it outside of work. And so even here on this podcast, I'm sure there are things that Sato-san won't be able to talk about, just like Derek and I can't. But
I had a meeting today where they said, you signed the NDA, right? And I said, they said, okay, well, this is what's happening. So we jumped ahead to some of your more recent work, but what do you think was your first big break? How did you get it?
I think there's a few, but the first one is like I told you guys, after I started using After Effects, there's I don't know if it's freelancing job, I would say, but like a production company just called me when I was in art trade school. So like when I was a student, so a company just called me to work on making some like a promotion video for a company and using like a typography and motion graphics. So at that time, I had only like 1 year experience for After Effects, but actually it was going well. And also at that time, I was also making the music too. So like I was just like sending the music and the motion graphics together, and then the client was happy. So that was the first job for me. And then first job was
it.
Sorry?
1 year into it.
Yeah, 1 year. Yeah.
That's insane.
That's awesome.
I still have that movie though. I mean, I can show you now, but maybe it's a recording thing, so maybe not.
You can share your screen if you like, but what was it called?
It's not like it's just like a company's name, so I can. There is no name, but like the company name was Shizuki, so it's not Suzuki or something. Shizuki.
Right.
Yeah. Maybe I can show you, but
I love that we can do this, that we can meet this way and get a chance to talk. It's been fantastic. I'm really enjoying this.
This is cool.
yeah, actually, I didn't have it, but I could show one when I was making. I made in a high school student. Oh, sorry. Because no one can watch, so it's gonna. So this is the high school.
This was in high school?
Yeah. So after 3 months, I started using 3D program.
What were you using at the time?
At the time, the Strata Studio.
Oh, right. That's what you had said. Yeah. That's really cool.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was in 3D in high school.
Yeah, it's including, I think, my dream. Like, I wanted to do something. Like, someone just told me, like, when they watch this, like, this is the best one. Like, they know my passion. Because this is very, like, how to say, beginner computer graphics, but it has a lot of, like, passion, motivation.
Yeah. Conceptually, it's really cool.
It really is. Matter of fact, do you remember back late 80s, early 90s, we would see movies like this, and they were full movies, It was man level CG, and this is better than that. You did this in high school.
Well, I remember early on with CG that the only way to do it was you had to use the Amiga, which was Commodore, and they had very limited ability. Or you had to get the Indigo, which was
Indigo. Yeah. At that moment, yeah.
Silicon
and that ran Softimage.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah, I remember that.
Great.
Yeah. So it just like around this year, they started changing. Like Macintosh started having some 3D programs, just like this year or 1 year before.
Yeah.
So that was why I could start using it.
That's cool.
Yeah. Before that, the choice was only like Indigo, like you told me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
I was trying to get my hands on one of the old Indigo machines.
It's so expensive.
And then at one point, I finally kicked in and I got a G5 dual processor, supercomputer, and within 8 years it was outmoded.
Oh yeah.
It wasn't any good. No, we're not supporting that anymore.
Yeah.
But I spent all this money on it.
I still have one of those right over here, right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
I still
It
use
was a
it.
good computer. But,
Cool. Do you want to keep?
Yeah, I wasn't sure one more thing, but like, there's some reason I don't have it. I thought I had it, but okay. But I want to show one more thing, which is when I was in a trading school, when I saw Kyle Cooper's work, I just started wanting to make like a motion graphics, right? So this is kind of like my first motion graphics animation. using After Effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was 98.
Wow.
And the music.
Monolith.
It has a really nice polish to it. It's very professional.
Thank you. Yeah, like that's all.
You know, considering it's 98,
Yeah.
very nice.
Yeah. Stuff I did in 98 was, I think I put something up on Facebook the other day. You don't want to.
I was still drawing on paper.
We almost blew up a friend of ours in 98 trying to do an explosion on screen. We took a shotgun to a milk jug full of gasoline to make an explosion. Just about.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I think I should have stuck to computer stuff.
That's how you lose an eyebrow.
Yeah, that's why I don't have any now.
Sato-san, I have a question for you that's not necessarily on our list, but just have to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think your music helps your visuals?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I think so. Also, I think the reason why I could make animation like in the early time, like when I was young, is because I started music earlier. I think that's one of the reasons.
So,
Yeah.
How did you start studying music? Did your mother just say, "You're going to study piano"?
Actually, like that.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, actually like that.
I
Because
was like
when I
my
was,
wife with my kids. She just had to buy
yeah.
them.
Yeah, like firstly I was learning electron. I don't know electron is English or not, like a synthesizer.
No, yeah.
But yeah. So when I was 5 years old, of course I don't know about anything. I don't know anything about piano or electron at the time. So just my mother told me to do it, and I just started.
Your dad heard Axel Foley and decided we're going to buy a synthesizer. Do you remember Axel Foley? Dan, 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 dan.
Oh yeah.
It's like the most famous synthesizer thing I know of. It's like for some
That was
reason
one of the
everybody
few I
knows.
could play.
So I'll say that again.
I said that was one of the few I could play.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't play anything. So you guys are. Does music? Did that teach you a sense of timing and rhythm that you use in your work now?
I think so, especially editing. Like I'm not professionally editing anything, but like every time when I make some show reel or demo reel, like some company asked me, "Did you edit?" And then yes, oh, edit is pretty good. That's how they said. So like maybe it's because of the sense of the music, like the timing, the tempo or something.
Yeah, editing is a hard job to do. So,
I see.
what else specifically do you specialize in?
Like professionally?
Yes. Well, and as a hobby.
Hobby? Okay. Yeah, but I would say music. And I actually, initially, I wanted to be a singer. So I would say singing a song is one of my thing too. No. How? Like what kind of sing I can?
Amazing grace.
Yeah, if there's any
cross-country.
music, maybe I can sing a song, but I'm not sure how I
We'll
can
put you on
start.
the spot.
But if we go like karaoke sometime together, maybe I can sing a song well.
So when I was learning Japanese, my teacher, she says, "Do you like karaoke?" I said, "No." I said, in America, we sing in our cars
Really?
while you're driving from one place to the other.
Oh yeah,
Turn up the radio and you sing in the car.
Mhm.
Yeah. But who is it now that has the car singing song show?
James Corden.
James, yeah. That's
Yeah.
really good.
It's really good. I like him. Yeah.
My wife loves him. So, here in Japan, we do karaoke all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
Yeah. I have friends who go on their day off and just practice so that they can show everybody else off.
Really practicing. Wow.
I can't sing. I can't carry a tune in a bucket. I can't sing at all. So.
Okay. But in California, there's a karaoke now too. I think.
Oh yeah. No, I've been invited many times, and I usually just say, "Oh, okay."
That's it.
I got burned in Vegas. I was in Las Vegas, and they said, "Oh, come on, do it." I said, "All right, fine." I said, "We're in Vegas," and I signed up to do Tom Jones. Yeah, so I got up on stage in front of everybody. I did this, and then everybody said, "Oh, we were just kidding. We didn't think you'd actually do it."
Oh my God.
Well, it's out of the bag. I did it. So,
Oh. Well, I wonder if we can find video footage of that someplace.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Anytime anybody asks me to do karaoke, you don't want me there. So,
But that's what makes it fun.
I guess I went after we had the video co-pilot party.
Oh yeah.
Right. So who knows what happened to Andrew, but a couple of the other guys, Matthew and I, we went out, and even the French guys sang better Japanese stuff than I did, and I've been here 20 years.
At the Magic Castle, we have a motto that is: the more you drink, the better the show.
This is true. This is true. Tell us, you have a lot of different TV shows and movies and other independent graphic things that you've worked on. As a rough number, how many would you say you've done?
Yeah, I try to count, but I can't say. Yeah. You told me roughly, so maybe I would say movie for the movie probably 20 to 20 or 30 or something like that in between. Yeah, and then TV show I would say 40 to 50 because because I was working, before the prologue films, which I went for several years, I was working for another company. That company is also working on so many titles, like TV shows.
Right.
Yeah, I think the total was over, 40, 50 or even more.
Right.
Yeah. And
because you did like the new Swamp Thing. Stuff. That to be honest, I haven't seen any of the show other than the title sequences.
Okay.
Yeah, because like the show, I don't know what happened to it. The title sequences were so good that people were showing them off about the typography and the motion, the plan. Man, that was really cool.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Is that one of those that kind of falls in that list of a company will have a number of shows that they work on? Is that one of those that you kind of get, is it like an agency?
I'm not sure exactly like how the company got the job because they are in California, and actually I'm working with, I would say 3-4 companies in Los Angeles. So like every time, every project is different. But the company, which name is Filmograph. There I think they have a good relationship with DC. So and then they got the job, and then the creative director just emailed me, "Hey, you want to work?" And then I just said, "Of course, yes, of course, yes." Then started. Well, sometimes like I need to work on multiple projects, so like I just needed to tell him like maybe I have some time to work on it, but I cannot fully available right now. But yeah, he understands well, and then he just tried to like give me some like how to say narrow down. Yeah, just like pick some of the shots, and then he just told to me, this shot is good, and then I said, yeah, I'd like to work on that shot, and then like we started working on it together. So the Swamp Thing, actually, I was working on the only main title part and just sharing some assets. That's the only thing I did. But the main title for the Swamp Thing was actually pretty hard. Like I needed to put a lot of details on it, and it was 4K, so render time was taking pretty long time too. So it was kind of challenging, but yeah, I really enjoyed.
It's beautiful. It made me want to watch the show, which is good. That's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I show that? Can I share my screen right now?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, hang on just a second. This is the Swamp Thing main titles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah. And I was a fan of the original movie that they came out with. I know
that was too.
But it captivated me when it came out. Oh, see? Yeah, that's so cool.
You mean Swamp Thing has a movie before?
Yeah. Original movie from the 80s, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, the 80s movie was had what's her name? Barbeau? No.
Yeah.
Was it?
Is that right? Yeah. I know. Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, I can't remember. I love this bit, man.
See, I want to see that.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
That's great. I just absolutely love that.
Cool. Thank you.
Now, Sato-san, did they give you assets? Did they give you footage, or was that all created by you and your team?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question. So the factory, actually, I was receiving some assets like trees and logo 2D. I think it was 2D. 2D. I think, yeah, 2D design from him, from the creative director. And actually, we needed to make for it was trailer or something, maybe teaser or trailer of the Swamp Thing. So we created that first very quickly, actually, and then a few weeks later, so we needed to start making on main title sequences. So at the time, we already had a kind of enough assets, but the trees are made by one 3D modeler, I think. And then I just received, the trees, and then I just textured it roughly, and then put them in to the scene. And like I had a Photoshop. I think I received a Photoshop file, which is like a guide of the layout. So the logo and trees were there, but it wasn't 3D. So I needed to like convert it in 3D space, in 3D world, in 3D program. I'm using Cinema 4D. So then,
Cinema 4D, it's a good program.
Yeah.
It comes bundled with After Effects, which is handy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's true. Yeah. So then,
did you do a storyboard first?
No, I think they did. The filmography did. Yeah. So I received just the part of it. So because the storyboard is already there, I think. Mm-hmm.
Right. And what do you use? Shotgun or something for title?
The interesting thing is, like, in the motion graphics industry, we are usually not using like that kind of managing software, like a Shotgun or something. Yeah, we just usually use Excel or something.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, because like I don't know if I tell this because maybe this is hidden thing, but like
Bleep it out.
all the project like we like all the artists in the motion graphic industry, like we have like own way to do like a very not like how to say not unified at all. So like everybody has different methods.
Good job.
Yeah, to be honest. So like if I mean, one time maybe when I was working on Iron Man or Battleship or something, I needed to use shotgun, but many artists just complained because it's
I don't like it either.
Really?
Other productions that I've worked on, sorry, shotgun, but yeah, we would go looking for an asset, and then someone would say,
Yes.
"Oh no, it's under this name," and you're, how was I supposed to know that?
Yeah. That's the same reaction I have from other artists. But every production company that I talk to, they all use shotgun.
Yeah,
But the producers like it, right?
that's right.
Project managers like it.
Yeah.
None of the artists like it because you can't find an asset.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great program. I mean, we may have to cut this section out because shotgun will kill us.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah. Maybe let's do it.
first
One of my friends' husbands actually created shotgun. So
What? Who did?
yeah, one of my friends. I mean, friend meaning like my senior at the Proro. Her husband is I think president or like a co-founder of shotgun. So
well, we love it. It's fantastic.
It's a wonderful shotgun. What a wonderful program.
Everybody's using it.
Productions across the world to unify production system. I mean,
Yeah.
lines would fall apart. Is that good enough? All right.
Thumbs up.
We don't want to keep you too long, but was there ever a project that they asked you to do and you thought, I don't know if I can do it? It was too big.
Like you were scared to work on it, maybe? Like this is such a huge responsibility, or I don't know. How do you overcome that?
I mean, there were a few or several projects I was feeling that way. So, like, firstly, when I was kind of young, like when I was 22 years old, I was asked to become a director of like a restaurant promotion movie or something like that. And then, yeah, I was working for a company. So the company just got that project, and then the producer just thought I'm the only one who could do it. But because there's only 3 people for the animation division, so then I needed to become a director, and then I needed to join a meeting, but like everybody's like having a suit, and the client is a big company actually, and then like over 50, 60 years old guys are just like sitting in the room, right? And then me and the producer is only like producer maybe was 25 or 6 years old, and I'm 22 years old, and just like we were surrounded, and we talked about very serious things, right? Like I was feeling like just like why I'm. I mean, I was just feeling like why I'm here and what I'm gonna do in Japan. Yes, at the time.
Yeah, that's definitely serious too.
Yeah. And then after we started the project, actually, cameraman was probably like a 50 years old or 60 years old. Actually, he is one of the company's presidents. So I'm 22, right? And I have to just like say, like, please shoot this, please shoot that, or something, right? So I was feeling so like weird at the time. Yeah. But that was a kind of like a pressured project because like we needed to complete 3 animations every week, but we have to go to the restaurant, location hunting, everything like in a week, and then editing and making the music and like titling everything, right? So it was just like, I don't know. Sometimes I have to use sorry, I'm gonna say Japanese shuden. I have to use like the last train.
Last train.
Yeah, last train, and then I cannot sleep. Then I have to use the fast train. So what I could do was just taking a shower.
5 o'clock.
Yeah, and I was living in Chiba, so to go to Tokyo it take about like 1.5 hours. So like what I could do was just taking a shower and then just going back to the company to do the location hunting or something. Yeah, sometimes it was happening. Yeah, that was tough, to be honest. It was good experience, but yeah, not so good project for me. Yeah. The other pressure one is, of course, when I started working for the Prologue Films, the company, Takayuki, is the founder of the company. Yeah, all the project is super like high level, and also all the like coworkers are so talented. So like when I got in first, like my first impression was, oh my God, can I stay here like even more than like 1 week or something? Because everybody is super.
クビになったと思ったの？クビになったと思ったの？
Yeah, I was just like a feeling. No, I didn't think that way, but like I was just feeling it might be not possible to stay longer because everybody is doing super well. So like I was getting so nervous.
You were afraid your contract wouldn't be continued.
Yeah.
I still feel like that every week.
Every week.
That's not true, and you know it. What was the one that got away?
The one that you wanted to work on, but you didn't.
What's that?
Maybe you don't have one.
Actually, I almost had. Then I like keep wishing, and then eventually, actually, I got it. So at the time, so it's a Tron Legacy. I really wanted to work for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was I really loved that movie.
Oh yeah.
Went to see it in the theater. Yeah. Did you do the? You did the Disney title for that?
Oh yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool.
Thank you. Yeah, like firstly, I mean, I don't know. Is it recording already or?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Firstly, we were like not only me, but we were working on that for the trailer for the Tron Legacy. But like one of my friend, coworker, started working on the main one for the Tron Legacy, and not main one. How to say like honban?
The advertisement. Honban.
Honban.
Honban. The real
one. Yeah.
The real one.
Yeah. So then I kind of, I feel kind of envy. So like, So then, he kept working for maybe 3-4 months already, but I needed to work on another project. So like I was feeling like if I can work on it, I'm gonna be happier, but I have to be responsible for another project. So then I just kept going on the other project, and then someday actually my coworker just asked the boss to me to work on the Tron Legacy too, but unfortunately I needed to work the other project until kind of late night. But eventually the second boss actually tried to talk to the boss. I mean, how to say like president, boss, to just me to have the Tron project too. So then what we decided was like I'm working from 10 to 8 o'clock for the other project, and then from 8 to 5 a.m. for the Tron Legacy. So that's how I did. And then
how many days?
That was not that long, but maybe 1 or 2 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
So when did you sleep?
Yeah.
just between like 5 a.m. till like 10 a.m. sometime. Like
I want you to know the Japanese work ethic makes Americans look like they're on vacation.
Yeah. And I get a lot from my family and stuff saying, "Wait, no more projects."
Yeah, I'm sure Derek's wife loved me when I said, "You want to co-host a podcast with me?"
She was thrilled. I told her that, and she said, "Hey, then I get some quiet time where I can just play video games for a little while." So
there you go.
The prologue films, some reason gave me all the project I wanted to work on. Some reason. Yeah. So like sometimes I feel, I want to work on that project, then it comes, and then I want to work on that project, it comes. But the difficult thing is actually it's coming almost at the same time. So I have to work on 2-3 projects at the same time. That was very challenging, but it was good too. Like because I have a motivation, right? So I want to work on that and work on the other one too. So like if I could do both, that actually makes me just happy. And also, even I needed to work longer, just like I worked on it. Yeah.
Right. Do you have advice? I mean, there are a lot of young people who want to get into this. There are some older folks who may want to switch into a new venue. Do you have advice for what they should do?
Yeah. I tried to think about it. Then it's very no, it's not that short, but actually I have many. Can I tell? Yeah. So the first thing I would say, like, if you have a dream to do something or to be someone, keep trying until you see something. Meaning, like, if you don't see anything, still keep trying. Don't give up soon. And it might take sometime, like a long time, but as long as you are trying, you will see some doors to knock or open. So, for example, when I moved to Los Angeles, firstly, actually, I never thought I could work with Kyle Cooper because that was just a dream for me. So, like, when I was 18 or 19 years old, I just wanted to work with him, but I couldn't speak English. I couldn't understand English. So, and I don't have any good background of design yet. So I was just imagining and dreaming, but I thought I couldn't even see him. But I moved to Los Angeles in 2004, and I tried to keep staying there. I mean, firstly, I said, I couldn't understand English at all. So I was feeling kind of awkward because even 2-3 months later after I moved to Los Angeles, I couldn't listen any of the English. I couldn't understand any of them. So then I was feeling oh my God, I'm so wasting my time because I already had a career in Japan 5-6 years, almost a kind of a successful career. And then after I moved to LA, I couldn't get any a success point. I don't know how to say I couldn't get any feeling of that kind of success feeling. So I'm just feeling I'm going back and back and down and down. So I thought I should go back to Japan after maybe half a year I moved to Los Angeles, but I tried not to give up. And then I just keep staying there until I start understanding English a little more, little by little. And eventually, maybe 1 year or 2 years later, I started understanding little by little and more. And the second year, I could feel, maybe I can have a conversation with like many people, something, right? And then it was probably 3 years, like a 2.5 or 3 years after, eventually I could see Kyle Cooper. That was the first time I could see him. And then, I was so like amazed. Like I was just like shaking, like, oh, wow, Kyle, something like that. So as long as like we keep trying, I think we might be able to reach like what we want to be or where we want to be. So that's one of the advice. And the other one is if you are feeling your senior requested something very hard, but could be important for you, try not to say no soon. I mean, not all the time, but try not to say no soon, even if you are not sure if you can. Because like in my case, I tried as much as possible, and then I could, at least I could learn more things from it. So like, even though, I mean, maybe I cannot be succeeding anything on his or senior's request, but during that time, there's many things I could learn. So that's very important to improve like ourselves. And then the other one is try to have a target or your goal, even if it's temporary. Yeah. Because the goal.
Our goals change. So, and one goal will feed into another and inspire another one. So.
Yeah, that's true. I think too. I think so too. So the goal is giving you motivation more than usual. Like if you don't have any goal, I think you can be changed a lot. But if you have goal, you can stick with it. And that's the other one. And then try to listen. This is the advice actually from my coworker when I was in when I work for Prolog. Because I sometimes feel maybe I cannot do a good job or something, and then I asked my coworker, and then his answer was always try to listen to your heart. So just follow your heart. Like then, I just try to do it. Actually, it was
like a Disney movie, man.
It was kind of comfortable, like makes me feel comfortable, like, oh, maybe I should just go ahead or something like that. And then, it was, good for me. So just following my heart. I still keep doing sometimes if I lose my, like a direction or mind for some project or something. And then the other one is try to imagine hard, try to create work hard until you feel good enough. Otherwise, you will not be improved to your next level. Like maybe if you satisfied soon, maybe it's not going to make you stronger. So, but if you, can feel good enough for what you are doing, I don't know if my English was good.
No, it's great. Yeah, that's
perfect sense.
Okay. Yeah. I think there's a chance to to reach to the next step.
Yeah.
And then
you're always doing good enough, then you're not reaching. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're easily satisfied, I think most artists are not easily satisfied. I mean, rarely do you look at your work and go, yep, there you go. You sell that one, and you're like, yeah, not yet. It's hard to pull a piece out of my hands. This is good. I'm like, not yet. Get it?
Give it.
The other one is kind of like a different perspective. I don't know. A different thing. So reset and sleep well when you can, and as much as you can, because sleeping is helping your brain to organize your thoughts, input, and imagination. So the next day when you wake up, you might find some good solution. This is more like a scientific thing. It's realistically helping. I mean, the sleeping is realistically helping us to organize the mind. So I like we talked before, like sometimes I couldn't sleep even like 1 hour for some projects, right? But it's not good. I can
This
tell
comes from
now.
experience. You tell us this from experience.
Yes. Sleeping enough is getting much better, like feeling.
Yes.
Well, especially as artists, all three of us, we know that feeling. You go to sleep with the question and you wake up with the answer, and it's kind of magical.
Yeah, kind of magical. Yeah, that's true.
You think about something so often that your brain can't quite process it. And when we sleep, your brain is organizing the things that we have kind of jumbled up because we have a lot of other things that we consciously need to pay attention to. And your brain, I think, there's some really good books on sleep science, but I mean, it's more or less sleep is like food for your brain, the way it has to have it. And if it doesn't, because man, I am not nice to be around when I don't sleep. I can't think of anything either. I'm not creative. I'm not friendly. I'm not a good dad. I'm certainly not a good husband. Terrible employee.
But we've all done that where we've burnt the candle, if you will, from both sides. We're always trying to do more in less time.
Yeah. Do you know that そのことわざ、ろうそく両面で火をつけたらすぐ短くなる。Have you heard that phrase? To burn the candle at both ends means to do too much work and not sleep.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's another one. You're burning the midnight oil as well.
Yes.
It means you're working late at night.
That's me.
Through the night.
That's me. I put the kids to bed, then sneak back downstairs, work, and or we catch up on our movies.
Yeah. Derek, do you have any thoughts?
Yeah. Hold on. So, yeah, this might be many people are thinking that way, but like, always respect people who work with. Like, even if there are some troubles in front of you, try not to think it's someone's fault first. And it's better to try to ask yourself to see if there is something you could do to avoid the problem or could make a better situation. Yeah, because sometimes when I was working on some projects, sometimes someone says like, "Oh, it's not my fault," or like it might be your fault, or like it's like a designing fault or animation fault. No, like it's a teamwork. So sometimes, of course, we might be thinking it's someone's fault. We might need to think someone's fault to like find a solution. But before that, it's better to think if there's anything we could do before, having the trouble, because sometimes it's helping all of the team members to like talk or like move forward. That's how I was thinking. And the other one is, this is what I'm doing usually. Like if I have a little like a spare time or something, researching is very important to me to improve. So like if I don't like study anything, if I keep what I need to do for my project, for my work, then it sometimes, of course, it makes me improve too. But researching by yourself, like researching like someone's artwork using Behance, Vimeo, like ArtStation, researching interest visuals through Pinterest or something, researching tutorials from YouTube or some others, researching software update, especially the program that like we are mainly using. So like those kind of things is very important for, at least for me, to improve myself. Because if I don't do that kind of input stuff, I don't realize, and then I just keep doing something routine, like same things all the time, but it's not gonna make me stronger, like to the next step.
Right.
So
don't level up.
Yeah. So I would say researching some new thing or new inspiration is super important.
You don't know what you don't know is what we
Yeah.
and then you see something and it changes your life. It even changes the direction of your art or the way you process.
Mm-hmm.
Well, before we go, was there somebody's artwork or something that you saw that you thought it just changed your life? Like I saw Sleeping Beauty and Evan Earl's artwork for me. That just the whole direction of my life just went.
I was going to ask the same thing. I was going to ask the same thing. Yeah.
Interesting. Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the first one was Terminator 2. Actually, I mean, it's I changed my direction, right? Not like how I make, but direction. Then Kyle Cooper's work makes me feel just doing CG to more like a motion graphics. So then I would say Tron Legacy is also one of the movie. I mean, Matrix to me, it's kind of like a same feeling of the Terminator 2, like a human being kind of like things. But like Tron Legacy gave me, feel I want to do more like a cool graphic, cool VFX, but also cool graphic as well, because the Tron Legacy's design is very well, like a very organized, very clean, but it's also VFX, so it was so cool. So like, I don't know how many times I watched, but yeah, that was well designed, I think.
Yeah, I've seen that movie numerous times.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we don't want to keep you too much longer, but we always ask, is there any way or is there anything that you wanted to promote that you're working on now that you can talk about, or where can people see your work?
Oh, yeah, there's no like promotion to me. Like I'm always doing what I'm doing. So like, I'm not sure about it, but where you guys can see my work is my website.
Oh, okay.
ootas.tv.
All right, we'll put a link to that in the show notes.
Oh, thank you. Also, website is the main one, and then maybe like you say IMDb, but it's not my work, but like what I worked on before.
What you worked on, yeah.
Yeah. And Behance, I have a little bit, but it's almost the same as my website too. Yeah.
Well, and I don't want to forget to say, James shared your film with me, and it was beautiful.
Oh, my short film.
Yes.
I thought about it. So.
Yeah. The moment.
Yeah, the moment of beauty and beyond the moment of beauty.
Yeah, I really like that. I can see your inspirations and your skill set, and it just all comes together in such a beautiful moment.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah,
you've been oddly when you and I first met last year sometime. I didn't know who you were by name. I knew your work.
Oh,
and
wow.
I could look. When Andrew introduced you, I was like, "You're the guy." I was so excited. I was like, "That's you! You did that! You're the one!" Yeah, and then you went through and you gave us your workflow and all this different stuff, and you have really, really been not just inspirational, but like instructive. And Derek and I both want our listeners to kind of get that feeling of not only is there always more to learn, but that they can learn it, right? There's nothing stopping us from learning and growing and leveling up. And you've been really inspirational and instructional for that. I want to thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
One of the things that in your story that really hit me was your bravery
Mhm.
and going out to California,
Yeah.
like you said, not knowing the language, and you adapted and grew into
Mhm.
the person you wanted to be.
Yeah.
That says something about you and what you're willing to do. Follow that dream, follow your heart, like you said.
Mhm.
Yeah, here, if people want to move out to Japan, that's one thing, because a lot of Japanese people, everything's written in English, but
Mhm.
there's nothing written in Japanese in the States.
No,
Yeah.
That is
Mhm.
really stepping into the deep end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you for
Thank
your
you.
time and everything.
it
Thank
has
you.
been an absolute pleasure getting a chance to talk to you and get to meet you. And thank you for your time.
Thank you very much. I mean, this is first time for me to do the podcast.
Oh.
Even also first time to do in English too. So I was kind of nervous, but I was so enjoying.
Perfect.
Talking with you guys.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was great. If we get requests from our listeners that they want to do it in Japanese, じゃあ今度日本語で話しましょうか。
Okay, yes, そうしましょう。
よろしくお願いいたします。
よろしく
ありがとうござい
お願いします。
ました。
ありがとうございまし
はい、
た。
お疲れ様でした。
Thank
Thank you. All right.
Bye bye.